Hello everyone, my name is Zachary as always, and this is a day after the Super Bowl, and we just now got the trailer for Deadpool 3, and I made a breakdown video of it and everything, but I just want to talk about something very specific in the trailer, not the Secret Wars comic that you see over on the left in one of the scenes in the trailer, but the TVA. I want to talk about the TVA being brought over into a movie, and why I think that's cool, and what that could mean for the MCU and the movie. Alright, so we know that the TVA comes knocking at his door, and they kidnap him, and they're like, hey. And they're kind of like recruiting him like they do with Loki on the Loki show. We remember that, right? And, anyway, so the TVA, I don't think we'll get to see Mobius, to be honest. But I think it is cool that they're drawing together, like, these little plot lines. So now we have something from Loki starting to be tied into the movies. And we've already gotten multiple TV shows. So I think what Marvel's trying to do now is they're trying to take the TV shows and they're trying to draw them over to the movies. So, like, we have, with the Marvels, we had, Secret Invasion, bring back Nick Fury. We had Miss Marvel, WandaVision. We had WandaVision with Multiverse of Madness. With this movie, we have Loki season 1 and 2 because of the TVA, or at least we think. And then so I think that's pretty cool that they're trying to do that. And I'm excited. I want to see how that's going to turn out. But we get to see the surroundings of the TVA, and this is personally my most favorite part of the whole trailer, because, like, I love the TVA. It looked so cool when we saw it in Loki, so I'm excited to see it on the big screen with a higher budget. So then later in the trailer we get to see Deadpool is like wrecking he's like freaking ripping apart these TVA agents, or these TVA soldiers, whatever you want to call them. And maybe, just maybe, he wants to go to the MCU because in the very, very beginning he makes a wish saying, hey, but he makes a wish because it's his birthday. But do we know what that wish is? No, we don't know what the wish is. So then we don't figure that out. What if it is, I want to join the MCU? That would explain why later, Deadpool says, he basically says he's the Messiah of Marvel. And I actually want to talk about that in a later video, and how that's kind of like an ironic joke because of the state that Marvel's in right now. Anyways, so the TVA, I think the TVA is gonna have to chase him around and maybe help Deadpool with trying to get to the MCU and everything, because he is now a part of the MCU, and the TVA wants to kind of poke and prod at this whole process of him being in the MCU now, and just do something with that. And there's such a cool sequence later in the trailer where he picks up a gun, and then I know we saw something similar in the other two Deadpool movies, but I just think this is cool. And then with the 20th Century Fox thing in the background, he has this gun. One goes in there, he spins around, one of them goes into the other. And it's just really cool, and he's just shooting at him. I'm guessing, and we know the TVA is gonna play a big part of this, because we get to see the monster that happens when you get pruned, from season 1. So I think that what we're probably gonna see him get pruned in the TVA. It's either gonna be a side villain, it's gonna be a side antagonist, or the main antagonist. I don't know, specifically because, well, I'm not making the movie, but this is just all theory. I think the TVA is going to play a huge part of this movie, and from what we've seen, they did change the design a little bit, which I don't mind. I actually think it looks pretty cool. The little hilt things are smaller, the pruning sticks are smaller, the costumes, or not the costume, but their uniforms look a little bit different, but you never know, it could have changed after what Loki did. Who knows? And then the post-credits scene. This Deadpool movie is so important because we are bringing Deadpool, and furthermore with Wolverine, we are bringing both of them into the MCU. This brings the X-Men into the MCU. And then later next year, we have Fantastic Four. Secret Wars is going to be great. I think that Deadpool 3 is going to be one of the most important MCU films ever. Or specifically for the multiverse saga, whatever. It's going to be very important because Marvel's in a tough time right now, and it needs to be pulled together by this movie, by introducing the X-Men, and later next year, the Fantastic Four, all building this big fight in Secret Wars. If it doesn't get delayed again, I don't know. But, I think it's gonna be very important. I'm excited to see what the post-credit scene's gonna be. Because, like, I mean, I don't know what it could be. It might be Professor X. I mean, I don't know. There are so many possibilities with this movie, and we know so little. But hey, at least we know it's coming out this year. So, let's rest assured. Anyways, guys, if you all enjoyed this video or any of my other content, please consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.